I feel so bad for my main character. Oh, I feel so bad for her. Oh my god. Hello dears, Natalie Locke here with episode 82 of Write the Story, where I give you a prompt and 10 words out of this book so you can write the story. If you are loving this series and want to write more stories, the link to this book is down in the description below. The way I normally do this is I take 5 to 10 minutes to outline my story, kind of get little glimpses of where I'm going to put these 10 words, and then I take about 20 minutes to write. And then I usually write in here, which is about 600 words worth, and then I type it up on my computer, and I'll be honest, I edit just a smidge, add some lines, take away some lines or words, but all in all, it's really kind of a quick summary. It's not the full editing like I did in episode 40, which I'll post here, where I took Critique Group Live feedback and revamped my story completely. That is what I consider full-on editing. Let me go ahead and give you episode 82's prompt and 10 words, and then you can pause it and write your own story. The prompt is, the early days of the zombie apocalypse. The words to include are motherboard, buffalo, Eiffel Tower, raven, motorcycle, envelope, tulip, moon, reflect, sycamore. Now for my outline, the first thing I thought was hometown of Buffalo. That's what I kind of worked with. I got inspired by a story because this is the early days of a zombie apocalypse. I expect there might be a lockdown that occurs, and it's a story that I read a few weeks ago about a woman on a first date, and then her date's apartment complex goes on lockdown, and she's forced to stay there like 4 or 5 days. So I went with that, and I figured if you're going to be stuck in an apartment with somebody for like 5 days, you're going to talk. So I was thinking she receives an envelope when she leaves Jim's apartment. He gives her an envelope. I don't know why. Maybe to give to somebody. And as she leaves, like they part ways because she realizes she needs to go. Okay, she can see the moon each night when she's laying in bed and looking out, and it's kind of a reminder that the world is kind of still going on, and I don't know, it gives her hope. Tulips. The guy gives her tulips on their first date, and now they're sitting on his dining room table and they're starting to wilt, and that's also another clue that she needs to go. She can see sycamores during the day in the park, and I had more people fill the streets during the day than at night. There is an Eiffel Tower picture on the wall in the bedroom that she can also see. And I put Raven lands on a windowsill. I did not use motherboard. I put motherboard in the outline, but then I put a question mark. I was like, I have no clue what to do with this. And then for motorcycle, I was thinking she rides a motorcycle to get out. Now, let's talk about what changed. Motorcycle changed. Envelope. She did not receive an envelope anymore. That changed. Moon kind of stayed the same. The moonlight is key here. Eiffel Tower stayed the same. The sycamores in the park kind of stayed the same. Raven does land on a windowsill. 3 words, so motherboard, motorcycle, and envelope. 3 words out of 10 changed. I feel like the story did evolve to a pretty good basis. I could see this expanding even further. So let me go ahead and read you my version of episode 82. 3 days after our first date, and I'm still at Jim's apartment. Even the tulips on the dining room table that he gave me on that first night have started to wilt. We've already talked about our favorite pastimes, his motorcycle for one. We even covered where we grew up. I hail from Buffalo. Last night was the last day of any news broadcast. We don't know what happened, but there was just a blank screen when we turned on the TV this morning. This pandemic has spread faster than anything in our history. It's just my luck for us to go into lockdown, then one night I'm out of the house. Some time to decide to finally put myself out there. Now I just gotta get back. Jim has been a gentleman, letting me sleep in his bed while he takes the couch. This much time together has made us realize we might be better as friends. So, we step around each other in this envelope-sized apartment, trying not to accidentally see each other naked. We still continued talking, moving on to our hopes and dreams. The Eiffel Tower picture in his room confirmed his dream to go see it in person. The desk below it, where he built motherboard computers beyond my comprehension, confirmed our friendship status. When we're not talking, we people watch from the 15th story. People have looted, beat each other up, and even resorted to cannibalism. The real surprise is people standing up after they were eaten alive. That's when we knew. Life was not going back to what it was before. The streets seemed quieter at night. Even the park, with its tall sycamores, seemed safe with just the light of the moon. That's when we decided we needed to leave. Food was scarce, and it seems we're stuck together. Even the raven perched on the windowsill seemed it would taste like chicken. We packed our backpacks with clothing and a bit of food. Right before we exited, Jim grabbed a bat and a frying pan. "Kim, take one," he said. I grabbed the bat, being lighter than the cast iron, for my defense. We tiptoed to the stairs at the end of the hallway. My gaze sweeps our surroundings with each step, until I freeze and throw my hand out to stop Jim. In the mirror, next to the stairs, I can see we're not alone in the hallway. This story could very well evolve into something more, especially with that last line of "we're not alone in the hallway." And I kind of enjoy that. And I also enjoy the humor that this story had of where she's like, "Oh yeah, this guy definitely wouldn't have gotten a second date, but we're kind of stuck together." And I could also see this story also being a post-apocalyptic, like, friendship bond where they become really close, like brother and sister. I would almost say friends to lovers, but I kind of don't want that for them. I want someone to friend zone someone and they stay in the friend zone and everyone's okay with it and they become supportive of each other and friends, and it's a camaraderie. It's not a, well, just wait until you get out of the friend zone moment, you know? Either way, alright, that's where the story could go, and I'm kind of happy with that, especially how it evolved between the outline to when I wrote it down to actually putting it on my computer. I thought it was great. Now the things that I think I need to work on. I feel like I could have delved deeper into conversations back and forth, maybe how they spent their time together. Maybe they binge watched Netflix or something. I'm sure the internet worked for a good bit at least until everything just stopped working. I could see a lot of things happening and the dynamic. I mean, they had 3 whole days together of just constantly being around each other where they couldn't leave. I'm sure they got into some shenanigans. Maybe they made up a game where they were like trying to see who could throw a paper airplane the furthest and stuff. Like, they tried to make it fun and it wasn't all doom and gloom. The one thing I didn't like with this is that what a lot of stories do is when there's a zombie apocalypse, it's as if it's in a world that doesn't have zombies whatsoever. Never had any movies or anything. And I kind of wish I made them aware of zombies' existence. The name zombies, what does that mean? I kind of wish that occurred. Maybe in the rewrite, I'll have that where they're like, "Oh, yeah, great. Every movie that warned us, we're here. So don't get stingy, double tap, you know? Kind of pull together all the rules and such." I think my favorite line, and it's because everything culminates to this line and everything shifts right away, is the last line. The line, "In the mirror, next to the stairs, I can see we're not alone in the hallway." And that just, like, makes your breath catch. You feel a tightness in your chest. You're like, oh my god, like, what's happening? And I got a few ideas of where that line could go. Like, who else is in the hallway? Is it someone dangerous? Is it someone to help? What's happening? I don't know. Oh, I could even make it a comedy, and it's like the main character's ex-boyfriend. Oh, I could have so much fun with this. Oh, I feel so bad for my main character. Oh, I feel so bad for her. Oh my god, if she was... That is such a great story where she's paired, and I say paired, but it would be a triple. It'd be her ex-boyfriend that maybe dumped her and, like, broke her heart, and she finally got over him. And the guy that she tried to have a first date with, but it was a dud, and they are just better off friends. Like, and then they're trying to navigate this post-apocalyptic world. That would be hilarious. Feel free to steal that idea if you write faster than me, by the way. I wouldn't be putting these stories out there as clearly as I am if I was afraid of someone stealing the idea. It's not stealing. I'm offering it to you. You can take it, and I hope it inspires you in your own creativity. I hope you enjoyed my version of episode 82, and I hope you continue to find enjoyment in all your creative outlets every single day, every week, every month, and every year.